Today, we're doing parkour in Halo again. This is a 4-part parkour course by Lockdown840. I did one run-through of this course just to test it out in advance, prepare for the video so I don't embarrass myself. It's a very difficult course. It specializes in a technique called chain sliding, which is pretty cracked, I believe, as the kids like to call it. It's called Parkour Gods, Part 1. It says, warning, no casuals. I mean, if that's not intimidating off the get-go, I don't know what is. So we're going to tackle this. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can, as efficiently as I can, but no promises. Also, how about this, like, ominous chanting noise, by the way? Like, I didn't add that to the video. This is the map making this noise. I feel like I'm, like, Indiana Jones, somewhere where I don't belong, you know? Oh, we would miss the first curb slide of the map, right? Twice in a row. This is going to be a long video at this rate. Here we go. Now, this, you know, I've navigated the course before. There's not going to be any crazy surprises for me. It does get very difficult with the chain sliding a little later, and that's kind of a taste of what we'll be experiencing. Just times, like, 10 in difficulty. Now, I've got clamber on, as you can see. I don't think this course is possible without clamber. I would not recommend doing this course without clamber unless you are a maniac. I don't even think it's possible. I also wouldn't recommend doing this course if you are weak in the mental, if you have a new controller you don't want to break, and if you don't want to break your hands. Honestly, all three. If your hands, your mental health, and your controller health may be compromised in the making of this video, then, or, you know, in doing this map yourself, then don't do it. You know, let me do it for you instead. Did it pretty easily, as you can see, right? We're kind of a parkour master. Oh, and then it sets you back. So I'm actually using a different controller that I don't care about specifically so I can do this course, because I'm not burning a battle beaver on this. The amount that I'm clicking and holding crouch, like clicking left stick to crouch, it's just not, it's not worth the pain. My hands, on the other hand, you know, I can't do anything about that. Just old man problems. Come on. So we're jumping, holding crouch, landing inside this little pocket in crouch, and then I somehow have to connect a crouch jump from one to the other. But I think I'd have to pinpoint the bottom of this and perfectly just like nestle into it, you know? That is not easy to do. Oh, come on. I'd like to see somebody speed run this. One try, no deaths. We're just at the start, too. Come on. Oh, that was interesting. Unless there's like a technique where I can like... Oh, whoa. Oh, then I jumped again. But that might actually be the trick. So I'm kind of like holding back into the wall in crouch. Wow. I thought you had to full jump. Last time I did it, I full jumped. But if you hold backwards and hold crouch and jump, it pops you out at like the perfect altitude. So there you go. Pro tip. Already advancing the meta. Ah. Oh. I want to say sprint jump for this. There we go. Just barely. Don't die here after all this. Oh, okay. All right, so that section complete. Next, we've got some pipes. I think we got a couple more slides. Oh, it's a thrust. Curb slide, thrust. Oh, come on. There we go. And then a grapple. Should be easy enough. Oh, so it's a grapple chain slide. So you got to grapple, slide, resprint, slide jump, and make it. There we go. Pipes. This part's kind of like a little jungle gym. I think it's my favorite part of the course, to be honest. It's, you know, kind of chill in comparison to the section that comes up after this, you'll see. And maybe, honestly, a good opportunity to just kind of talk about what's going on in Halo with 343 right now. Like, this doesn't just have to be a jump video. We could, you know, we could get kind of deep with it and, you know, talk about what's honestly really unfortunate with the situation with Halo. Something that I just try to kind of put aside and not think about too much. It's also just not my expertise, right? Like, we can only really speculate. It's hard to know exactly what went wrong with the whole situation with 343. You know, really unfortunate that there's been so many layoffs. I did see the tweets about, you know, leadership being the problem, and that sucks. I think it's fair to say that the experience as a Halo fan over the past year has been quite tragic, right? Like, the potential this game had off launch just felt through the roof. And, you know, here we are a year later struggling, and there's no real, you know, it's hard to say whether there's any sort of positive in sight here, whether Halo's got like a chance to bounce back. I feel like it's always in the conversation, but a lot needs to change, you know? This might not be the video to go into what specifically, but a lot needs to change. I'm sure you guys know. I don't know. The way I see it is I'm a Halo fan. I love Halo. I joined the Halo community with my content in Halo 5 when Halo 5 was in like its darkest point. This jump is so tough. You got a sprint jump. It's not so, it's just like, it's at the peak range. I got to sprint jump and clamber this pipe. But yeah, I started my content during like the down period of Halo 5 in 2018. So I've seen darkness, you know, in this community. I'm not a stranger to it. It's been a tough year for me too, to be honest, but that's a whole other discussion. But, you know, I do my best to just try to stay optimistic and hope that as long as there's like a pipeline and there's things to expect with this game, like esports is still happening, planned content is still coming out, you know, I'm still here. I've still got stuff to talk about, is kind of the way that I see it. Like, there's no shortage of stuff for me to make content on, honestly. It's like, if anything, I could do a lot more than I'm currently doing. There we go. But it definitely sucks. You know? I want to see this game succeed. I want to believe it has a, you know, a shot to make a comeback. Could be a long time till that happens, but you know, I'll be making my jump videos. You guys want to come and watch those? I'm going to do my best, at least, right? There's only so long we can do this before that just doesn't work too. But, you know, here's hoping. I got a lot to learn this year, I think, as far as what's happening with Halo content, right? Like, what I'm learning is that doing the same thing might not work so well anymore, right? Like, I'm going to have to... You've noticed probably, if you've been watching this channel, how much I've been focusing on more discussion type content. I think we definitely need to do a discussion about just the state of the game and the problems with the game, and, you know, something that I think would have more mass appeal. Thrusters firing. This is so tough. We're supposed to sprint, jump, turn, thrust, clamber on the tightest of windows. But yeah, I'm going to try to do that, you know, continue with conversations that might have a broader appeal. Continue to hone what I'm doing. Just keep my head up, keep the content going is kind of the immediate focus for me right now. Got a lot planned in terms of my own, you know, building my brand and ways for you guys to interact with me and to get just more value from me as a creator. So we'll talk about it more. This might not be the place to do it, but I just thought I could try to touch on the situation. Like, it does suck. I hate the scenario that we're in as a Halo community right now. I'm not just like making happy-go-lucky content and just forgetting that, you know, that we're in a terrible spot as a community. But that's also just not the creator I am, you know? Like, I've never really been a creator that just focuses on the negative, you know? And what we can't do. I just kind of focus on my niche, you know? I can't hit the jump. I can't hit it. There we go. My God. Okay, so that all is the easy part. All of that is the easy part, in my opinion, as far as this map. Because the difficult aspect is these next sections coming up here. And this is where the slides come into play. So I need full focus for this. Okay, so here we are in what looks like the next dimension. I feel like I'm crossing the multiverse here. And the key is to do something called chain sliding. Chain sliding is continuous sliding, as you can see, on contact with a surface. The issue is, okay, so I got to sprint jump first. So I line it up. Slide when I hit it. The issue is every time you slide, it cancels out your sprint. So if you want to slide again, you need to re-sprint in the air, and then you're holding crouch to tuck in your legs so that your legs don't kick the platform, and then hitting slide when you hit it. So sprint, hold. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. We got this. You don't have to hit a slide perfectly every time. As you can see, I'm still making it through the section as long as I maintain my momentum. So if I do time like a nice jump, I might still be able to carry enough momentum to keep going. And I'm like jumping, re-sprinting, holding crouch, and then hitting crouch again, like letting go and hitting it again. The moment I hit the platform, the difficulty here especially is I get reset to the start of it. There's certain checkpoints that are going to pop in once we get a little farther, but I need full focus to do that. Hold up. This looks sick, though. You gotta admit, this looks kind of cool. Just zooming. That's the one thing about this chain slide tech is it's honestly really satisfying to pull off, but you never see it in like an esports game, let's say, because in what circumstance is this ever going to be set up on a map, right? It's just like too ridiculous. But technically speaking, if you like grapple slide in a competitive game and then re-sprint slide again, you could create like a chain slide. It's just there's no logical room to pull it off. And that's why snap sliding was sick, right? Because snap sliding was kind of this, except controlled and like something that you could manipulate in your own way. I might be here for 2 hours. Depending on how long this takes, I might have to cut into this video so it's not too long of a video. Hold on. If I go full focus, okay, I think we can do this. Oh, please. Did we do it? Oh, we did it. Oh my God, dude. Don't even look at the timer at this point, okay? It's not pretty. And of course, we're not even done yet, right? We got to carry our velocity now. I got to sprint, jump, and drop slide. And then we have to hit chain slides off the momentum from this one drop slide to get to a grapple shot. Oh, honestly, not bad, but there was a whole separate block for me to land a chain slide off of. At this point, my brain's like fried just trying to hit the slides. I spent just like all that dedicated time focused. Oh, please. Oh, yeah, we're good now. Okay, so we got the grapple. That's the end right there. You see that? That's the very end of the course. We're so close. But this part is extremely difficult because I've only ever gotten this once. Just like I've only ever passed that part before this once. I need to somehow get enough momentum to slide off this, chain slide with the thruster, and then jump thrust. Right, another chain slide with the thruster after that. This one might take a retake too, depending on how it goes. Oh, please. Oh, please. So, like, we make it here, but it's just out of range, so you really you gotta be chain sliding. They want you to be a god. Only gods make it this far, okay? Only jump gods. Nothing less is acceptable. God, I hate whoever made this map. What's his name? I hate you.
Increasing.
Dude, it has to be frame perfect. Whatever it is that I'm trying to line up here needs to be frame Perfect. And that wasn't it. Dude, my whole body's involved at this point. Everything, every bit of my being, dude.
Calculating approach angles.
Oh my god. Oh, please! Oh, we're so close, dude. That was so close.
Altitude increasing.
Oh my god, that's it. Oh, activate. Shyway is a winner. I'm not sure I feel like one, but we made it. We did it. And 29 minutes in, beat that record. I'm sure some of you can. If you even make it this far, though, this is actually a damn difficult course. It's for jump gods only, parkour gods only. If you think you're a parkour god, give this a shot. See if you can pull it off. Here's the end. Little Tour de France. However you say it, you can, you know, zoom around and explore, reap the spoils, you know. What a crazy course this was. Like, see everything we went through? This is all chain sliding. Unbelievable. And I'm probably never going to play it again. That's it for me. Now that we've completed it, we made the video. Your turn to give it a try. If you guys want to give it a shot or if you just want to experience it vicariously through me, either works. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If there's a crazy parkour course that you've played that I have not played or heard of, you know, let me know in the comments. What have you guys been doing with Forge in Halo? What else do you want me to talk about in regards to Halo? Let me know in the comments below. But that's all from me. Hopefully you enjoy the content. And if you do, make sure to check out related videos. Make sure to sub. And as always, I'll see you soon. Good luck on the way.